I tell you what, here's one thing. If we ever do another vacation like that, I'm sure we will eventually. Like, but I will never rent a hotel room for more than a couple days without having a proper kitchen in it with my family ever again, I think. First off, it is so expensive to eat at a restaurant. Holy shit. And also, when you're eating Uber Eats and fucking restaurant food and like food at a park or something, dude, I feel like shit. I felt so good before I left. But like, it's just like all this fucking processed garbage, just unbelievable, you know. I can't even believe it. Like, my wife made spaghetti for dinner. First time I'm feeling good after eating in a while. So, absolutely, in the future, I will never do that again. Never, ever, ever for more than a couple days in a hotel without like a stove and, you know, a fucking whatever oven. Can't ever do it. I can't believe how expensive it is to eat at a restaurant. Getting fucking kids meals for my kids at IHOP. I'm like, what? It's like fucking over $100 for them to get these little fucking plates of pancakes, and I get like a couple eggs, and my wife gets a couple eggs, and it's over $100. Are you fucking kidding me? It's insane.
Empress Ortiz just resubscribed for 6 months after you are even more rusty than the dog you used to before you sold him to the mob to pay off gambling debts. Welcome back, you. Who are you? Who are you? Who are
Thank you.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are Tunga 111 just resubscribed for 26 months. So you think you can just come back and act like everything is fine? I'm seriously considering lowering the amount of TTS donos I make by up to 10 or maybe 5 or maybe not at all, and in fact I'll probably be donating more to make up for lost time, but I am very angry at you, damn it.
Thanks.
Sergeant Tin just resubscribed for 15 months, bitch.
Thank you. So good to see you all. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. By the way, so I wanted, because my dad came down for 3 days or 4 days of that time. He came and joined us. He lives in Northern California, but he drove down to hang out with the kids and everything. So that was fun. So I wanted to go out for dinner one night, like to a restaurant, right? So we go one night to Cheesecake Factory in Anaheim.
Jedi Herder just resubscribed for 8 months. Hotel with kitchen is awesome. We always do it. It saves a lot of money. Welcome back.
100%. Like, it doesn't matter. It could have cost $500 more for the hotel room, and it would have saved me money. I definitely spent more than $500 at restaurants. Definitely. Not even a question. Not even a fucking question. Anyways, so I wanted to bring my dad out for a dinner. Okay? I got to tell this story. Overall, the vacation was fantastic. We had a great time. Everyone was nice. It was good. But the Cheesecake Factory in Anaheim can lick my ass. It is the worst restaurant. I couldn't even fucking believe it. They can go to hell. I can't. It is the worst experience I've had at a restaurant that I can remember.
Just resubscribed for 31 months. You're back. That's awesome. You have been keeping me going while on deployment. Auto dance, auto dance.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe. So, well, a Cheesecake Factory seems like a decent restaurant. It's got like a big menu and stuff. So I was like, well, my kids will all find something they want to eat. My dad, I guess, likes it. So I'm like, okay, let's go there.
I have dealt with this chat and stream for 8 months, but here I am.
Thank you, be good, please. Thank you. But I do have to finish my fucking Cheesecake Factory story, because this is the worst experience I've ever had. Okay. So
Asmodee JM just resubscribed for 51 months.
Damn, long time. Thank you much, Asmodee. Appreciate it. All right, so you go to a restaurant not for the food, but for the experience of going to the restaurant, right? You get waited on, you get nice things to choose from, you know, you're being served, you don't have to clean up, right? It's like, it's an experience. You get to sit there with your family, your friends or whatever, and eat and all that, right? So I'm like, yeah, I want to bring my dad out one time, because we were mostly just doing like Uber Eats for dinner. You know, a bit more economical and stuff, and easier for the kids to eat in the hotel room. So anyways, we go down to Cheesecake Factory, and I have to wait for 30 or 40 minutes for a fucking table, which is fine. That's fine. You know, it's busy and stuff. It's whatever. I don't mind that. The people up the front, very nice. They seat me. And, you know, our waitress is like, oh, hi, I'm your waitress. Okay, here's the menus and everything. So we order drinks, and then she comes back with them, and we order food.
Conceptual Cutie just resubscribed for 50 months. Welcome back.
And so they bring out 3 dishes, and she's like, oh, just a minute. There's just some more coming right now. I'm like, all right, thanks. She walks away. 3 more dishes come. My dad doesn't have his food. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, that one must be lagging just slightly. So I'm sitting there waiting, not eating my food to be polite. Waiting, 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 waiting. Trying to flag people down at this point. And I got to tell you, the one thing I found very interesting is that there must be some sort of cross-training program between Cheesecake Factory waitresses and United Airline stewardesses, where they're very, very good at completely fucking ignoring you, seeing you in their peripheral vision and making sure not to make eye contact with you so they can walk by you. So that was very impressive. So there's that nice cross-training going on. Anyways, eventually I start yelling to people to get over there and get someone over there. I'm like, my dad doesn't have his food. We've been waiting a long time. Everything's getting fucking cold. Eventually, someone brings out the food. Okay? 2 minutes after my dad's food is out, my waitress finally comes back. Is everything okay at the table? Yeah, everything's fine, thanks. Walks away. Okay? Eventually, we all run out of water. No one has come back to the table. I'm fucking, hey! I could have fucking died in there. And no one would have checked. No one would have known. Okay? So, eventually, there's a waitress at the table next to my table that's not looking at me. And as she's finishing at that table, I go, excuse me. And she goes like this, okay? She goes, like, turns her head just a little bit, and I can see out of the corner of her eye that she can see me in her peripheral, and she turns back around. And so I go, excuse me. And then she turns around, she's like, wait just a moment, sir. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, literally, you barely turned your head, saw me in your peripheral, didn't make a fucking noise, didn't nod your head or say just a moment. You turned back around as if you hadn't seen me. And then when I said something again, you fucking yelled at me? You fucking bitch? What the fuck is this? What is this? Anyways, finally, she fucking comes over to my table. I'm like, I'm sorry, we've been out of water for a long time. Can we just get some more water? She's like, okay. Eventually, they bring water, okay? Now, my waitress still hasn't been back. Checked 5 minutes after my dad got his food. Still hasn't been back. Everyone finishes their food.
Just resubscribed
okay?
For 3 months. Cheesecake Factory confirmed Protoss structure.
Dude. Eventually, we all finish our food. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. I do the thing where I take my card out and put it on the table. And I'm fucking looking, trying to get anyone to come to my fucking table. Anyone I can get. Eventually, I just have to start yelling. Insanity. Eventually, I get someone to come to the table. I'm like, excuse me, can we just, we've been done a while. Can we get the bill and just like some takeout boxes for my kids? You know, because they never fucking finish a meal. So, that person brings back the takeout boxes. Wait, this is the exact timing. This other waitress that I had to yell to is bringing the takeout boxes to my table, and then finally my waitress comes. So it's been like 40 minutes since she checked on the table. She's like, oh, do you need some takeout boxes? I'm like, as the takeout boxes are being handed to me, she's like, oh, you already got them. Okay. I'm like, can we get the check? Man, it was a bad experience anyways. Fucking that meal cost me $200. What in the fuck? The worst service I've ever had. Worst service I've ever had. Absolute worst. All right, let's play some Brood War. Anyways, it was a great trip overall, but that tilted the fuck out of me. I was mad for 2 days after that. You guys know how mad I get about shit. I was fucking livid. So the moral of the story is, don't eat at this place. It is so bad. So bad that they won. They did win. I don't fucking understand it. Fuck this fucking restaurant, holy shit. How can they be so bad at the food service industry? Unfucking believable I couldn't micro enough to get the waitress assess attention. That's why I left a big fat 0 tip for this stupid fucking bitch of a waitress. Fuck this place. Ugh.
Largil just resubscribed for 37 months.
Thank you, thank you.
Skill on a hard work just resubscribed for 49 months. I am 80 sure that your waitress was clever StarCraft guy.
Dude, it was truly the worst service I've ever had. I'm still in shock about it.
For 2 months.
I will never go back.
Patry will overtake you in Canadian Terran rankings.
Yeah, I was in there giving him a little bit of tips tonight.